CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN.
Hey guys, the chicken is here. We are back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to go over some potential paths for Season 30 in the tech tree. I've had the tech tree out for a little bit now and kicked it around back and forth. So we're going to go over, try to get you guys off to the best start. Of course, Merry Christmas, guys. It is Christmas, so happy holidays to those of you that celebrate. And I hope you all have a good time with your family, loved ones, or just with the chicken on here on YouTube, if that's your thing as well. So yeah, thank you guys for a great year, and we'll talk more about that later. We got warships to focus on right now, so we're gonna dive right into it. But I do want to say as well, make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers. I'd love to hit that before the end of the new year. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but I'll say it anyways. And the Season 30 live stream, that is going to be on a different channel than this one. That's going to be on what's called Chicken Gaming. I'll try to throw a card to it up here, or if you just simply search on this channel and look at the Chicken Gaming channel, that's where all the live streams are going to be. So that's where Season 30, the launch, first day, first look live stream is going to be held over there. I don't know if I'm going to do that for all of them going forward, but at least for this one, and then we'll kind of gauge from there. So yeah, make sure you're subbed up to both those channels if you want to see that stuff, and if not, if you just want to wait for the tech tree guide to come out on day one on Monday, that'll be posted here as it always is. So let's get into it. Now, as we already know, this season is called free. So what we have right off the beginning is interesting. We have Cryoneers. Now, we had a problem with Cryoneers the last time they were in the tech tree. Basically the issue was stuff was too far off, so don't make the mistake of not getting Rifleman day one. Don't, plan to do other stuff and then be like, oh no, I'm stuck with Cryoneers, because you might not be able to get any chests. You might be stuck. And the longer you're stuck, the harder the bases get. So get Rifleman ASAP. That's what we need right out of the gates. Now, our Zook is going to be a thing. Maybe, maybe not. I think the safer bet is going to be grab mines. For me, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to have enough keys to get straight to heavy, so I'll probably bypass the Rifleman. But for those of you guys that don't have a lot of keys right out of the gates, don't get stuck, going to heavies and then open this. I know there's going to be people that do it, so I just wanted to really harp on that. Just be careful. Make sure you get Rifleman if you're not going to have enough keys for heavy right away. Because if you don't, you'll have nothing left to attack with. So I think it's pretty safe to say right out of the gates, we want to get mines. Mines are going to be very strong because we don't have a lot of troop health. We only have 50% troop health for the whole season, and the first troop health is not for, it's not till after the 4th ER. So mines are going to be very strong, and we want to make sure that we have them maxed out. And they're very cheap to get, so there's no reason really not to get them unless you have like a specific kind of tech riding plan that you're trying to hold true to. So we want to get heavies right away. Now, here's the thing. Bullet is going to be nice as well. Bullet's really going to help with split drops, with taking down an engine room by himself. But we have to unlock Cryo Tanks, which otherwise we don't necessarily have to. Cryo Tanks are going to be useless. They're going to be very expensive on the keys. They're going to be very expensive to use, and they're very slow, and you're not going to win with Cryo Tanks, so don't get them unless you really want to get Bullet. But again, safer route. Stick to the bottom path. Like, we got really good stuff here. Heavies, followed by troop damage, followed right up by flares, and then we have Cryo Bombardiers. So basically that's going to be my path day one, is I'm going to stick to the bottom. I'm going to go up and then get the not the Cryoneers, the Cryo Bombardiers. And then from there, it depends. If we need to shift into a couple more defensive things, maybe we'll want to get shock launchers. That could be pretty nasty. Maybe we'll want to get flamethrowers. Just keep in mind, stuff like this, flamethrowers, they're going to be great if people are using Riflemen or if they're using heavies and Zookas. But as soon as the Cryo Bombardiers come out, we're going to want to have boom cannons. We're going to want to have boom cannons. We're going to want to have shock launchers. That's what's going to slow them down. Not, the other stuff, it's just going to be out of range. So, something to keep in mind. Now, as we move forward here, say if we are going to skip ahead and go to 4, what do we have? Well, we kind of have a hodgepodge of a lot of different things. Now, we do have rocket launchers, but they are pretty far out of the way. If I was going to rush to 4, I think my first stop would probably be Kavan. But we should make a note, too, that this multi-node gives you 2 boom cannons. and this one only gives you 1. So that's important if you're weighing out your multi-nodes or whatever. But this season is nice because we do not have to get mechs. They're in the middle of the square, so unless you really want to jump across, you don't have to get them. You can go top and then bottom, and I mean everything like on the top side and the bottom side is good. We got the damage amp. We have barrage over here, but that's connected both ways, so we don't have to go through. We can just unlock everything, and it's hard to say what's going to be good here. Now, I know OP was talking about on the video we did yesterday for the sneak peek that Warriors might be a thing. That could very well be true. Because look what we have next. We have, after 5 ERs, we got our first Sky Shield, level 2, rocket choppers, we got critters, artillery, we got everything. But the biggest thing is we have Cryo Bombs. And I'm still not sure if we've ever had a season with Cryo Bombs. I'm sure some of you guys will let us know in the video, in the comments below. But yeah, I don't know if we've ever had Cryo Bombs in a warship season. And what that does is that allows you to clear all the mines. Because think about this. You guys obviously know how they work, but they slow down all the defenses by 75%. It lasts 10 seconds, and it clears all of the mines. The only thing that I'm going to be worried about is if they actually work and they actually clear all the mines, because we know sometimes, things don't always work out as intended in Boom Beach. So just something to be careful of. I'd let someone else unlock them first, and then at least we know exactly how to use them. But that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. That's going to help with everything too, because they're basically like not a free, but they're a cheap version of really huge shocks. In a sense, just being able to slow down a lot of the defenses and being able to slow down, a lot of the other stuff too. So, and to clear all the mines and everything, it's going to be great. It's going to be great to have them. It's kind of a more defensive season, as we have 100 building health, 150 troop damage, 50 troop health, and 100 building damage. It's kind of an even season, I guess, but that'll definitely give a pretty good edge to the offense in terms of base racing. So as we move forward from here, we've got shock mines. Do we have seekers yet? No, seekers not yet. So seekers with cryo bombs are also going to be dangerous, so we got to look out for those as well. But as we move forward here, we got a really wild tech tree. Like, look at this. It connects. It just connects in kind of like a strange areas. So we go up. We get our next troop damage. We get our shock mines. Or we go this way. We'll probably end up going this way and then getting that stuff after. But yeah. So from here we can go forward, and we got a ways to go. We got another sky shield to grab before we can get to heavy choppers. That's a really long stretch. Like, that's very expensive. So heavy choppers we're not going to get until the end of the season. So I mean, heavies are going to be super valuable. Cryo bombers are going to be super valuable, and the meta is probably going to switch, to be honest, to heavy chopper seeker once we get up to this point. Just because we have use of those cryo bombs, and it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to time that very well. It's going to be, a very skill-based kind of seeker meta towards the end of the season. So I'm really feeling like we got to get off to a good start. We got to get out and ahead if we're going to have a chance of being competitive in season 30, because I think towards the end it is going to get nasty. It's going to get gross. So yeah, we got our second sky shield over here. I believe it's a level 2 again. Seeker, Scorchers, I don't know why they put, well, nobody's going to be using Scorchers. Then we have Everspark, and this multi-node over here, we'll show you guys that. And then, yeah, so that's basically it. So after we get to 7, we got Shock Blasters, we got all the Protos, all the extra stat nodes. You guys have already seen those and know what they are. But yeah, so overall, I'm pretty excited for this season. I just don't want to see anyone get stuck with Cryoneers, so I'll mention that again. Make sure you can either plan to have riflemen or plan to have heavies right off the bat. And the biggest thing I'm going to do this season is I'm going to take it a little bit slower off the start. I'm going to, I'm still going to push and get my chests right out of the gates, but I'm going to try to take a step back and not rush ahead like I did last season. And hopefully that'll help us out with making some better tech tree choices. But honestly, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I can't really see deviating from this path too much. I think grabbing mines and then simply taking the bottom path all the way to Cryo Bombers. I think that's a pretty safe bet, and that's probably what I'm going to be doing on the first couple days of Warship. So let me know what your guys' plans are down below in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Don't forget to subscribe to Chicken Gaming if you haven't already. And if you enjoy the videos, I do appreciate it. If you use the code Chicken Shop, you're going to pick up instant training or anything else like that for the season. Catch the next one, guys. Happy Christmas. The chicken is out. Back.